That's the kind of look that we have. Of course, the cycle logo is there. It says authentic earthy notes of fresh green meadows reminiscent of a cool pleasant evening. Namaste everyone and welcome to Om Incense Show with DJ, a show that helps you increase your incense quotient. So if you are an incense enthusiast, consider subscribing. So we have today here Godhuli. If you see the episodes, I have earlier done Godhuli already, and that was the last packaging, the earlier packaging that they had, and that woman who was that Bengali woman on the pack. That's the one that we done. And of course I'm sure they haven't changed the formulation, but I just wanted to redo the episode because I checked out the earlier episode, the last one that I'd done, and I think I needed to redo it, so I'm just redoing this. So they have done this packaging again, so this is like that. Now last time we'd seen a Bengali woman with a conch shell, and this one we see a cow and her calf, and of course sunset, and the entire look has been given of that that dusk kind of color. So we have orange and yellowish kind of a thing, brown. So that's the kind of look that we have. Of course, the cycle logo is there. It says authentic earthy notes of fresh green meadows reminiscent of a cool pleasant evening, and it says 10 rupees. The Godhuli logo has the Godhuli the write-up has also been, the font has been changed. It's a very beautiful font that they've used this time. So this is there. On the back side we have the same thing in Hindi. It says Godhuli and the 10 rupees is there. On one side what we have is the address and the manufacturing address and everything. This is 16 grams of incense for 10 rupees, and so the barcode is there, the scanning code is there. On the other side we have the various logos, empowering women and zero carbon and plants sacred native trees and all those things, and they say 14 quality checks, and then we have this scanning code this side, so you can see that. On both the openings we have Godhuli and a cycle logo there. So this is what we get. So this is the packaging in totality. It's a nice yellow brown kind of a packaging. So that's there. Now what we get inside is this plastic pouch which is branded on one side with cycle, it's written like that, and we see the incense there. That's what we get inside. So what we get are these machine made charcoal based black incenses. They have this yellow kind of bamboo core which is nice, smooth and sturdy, and this is a normal 9-inch incense, so it'll be the burn time of it is going to be around 35 to 45 minutes, and so this is what we get. The fragrance blend, the note that we get in this cold incense, the top note that we get is a sweetish kind of fragrance. I just get a sweetish kind of floral kind of fragrance, if I may say it like that. So that's all we get, a nice sweetish floral kind of fragrance in the top note. Now when we light up the incense, what the kind of fragrance that the smoke emits is that nice earthy sweet tone. So it's a very nice blend of earthy and sweet. And if you talk of intensity, it's like it's quite mild. So if you like mild fragrances, sweetish kind of fragrances, then this is it. The earthy note is not exactly the kind of fragrance that you get in probably, it's not that petrichor fragrance that we get, it's not that mitti kind of fragrance that we get, but the fragrance has an earthy feel to it. If you smell this, you would get a sense of calmness because it has that earthing, that grounding feel to it. The sweetness is there, and of course, like I said, it's a very mild fragrance. So if you are somebody who likes mild fragrances, who likes sweet earthy fragrance, you would like this. And if you're looking for a nice rich heavy fragrance, then probably you must go for some masala incense. So this is not the thing that you would go for. And because it's a dipped incense, so of course it is, it has a blended fragrance in it, so it has that nice earthy sweet fragrance. And I think I just said that for the third time. So so that's the kind of fragrance that you get. The diffusion is not to a very large area. It diffused only in one room in my house, but the retention is around 3 to 4 hours. So that's the kind of retention this is. So not that very active kind of fragrance that you will get there in the house once the incense has been through, but that feeling, that lingering kind of fragrance, that some kind of a sweet fragrance had been there, some kind of incense, a nice sweet incense had been lit up there. That's the kind of attention that you get. So if you like something like that, then you would like this incense. And this is one of my favoriteest incense. I really like Cycle brand Godhuli. For 10 rupees, it's a steal deal. So I like this incense a lot, and I'm going to give it a star rating of 4. So that's my star rating for Godhuli. The Cycle brand Godhuli with star rating of 4. So that's the incense that we had. The quiz that we had last time was which part of which part of elephant's body was used in ancient India for the incense. So the answer is tusk, like Vidutanji said and Muthuramanji said. So the answer is tusk. And the quiz that we have today is, what is the Latin name of vanilla? So that's the quiz for today. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode and you learned something from it. I'm Dolly Jha here. I thank you so much for watching Om Incense Show. Until we meet again next, take very good care of yourself. Namaste.